Welcome back. One question that I get asked regularly is, tell me, where can I buy stuff for my kids? Where can I shop for my kids? When I mean shop, I mean clothing, like clothes, shoes, jackets, everything like that for people in Canada. And even if you're not in Ontario, because I'll be using Ontario as an example, I stay in Ontario. So some of the stores might not be where you stay. It should be probably, I don't know, because I've never really been outside Ontario. This is the only province I have ever lived in, and I have ever stayed in Canada. So probably if you're in another province, maybe this might help, hopefully. So but for those in Ontario, I'll be giving you top like 10 stores you can buy stuff from for your children that I have used as well. Typically, I would say it's 50-50. Some people know this. I am kind of like, I refer back to my background, or let me say my days in the UK. Let's just say I used to live in the UK. So sometimes when I go to the UK, I shop, and I kind of like shop a lot. I'll shop in advance, which is what I've been doing, or what I used to do in Nigeria. So even whilst we're in Nigeria, I'm not the kind of person that I would just go shopping for my kids, because most times their clothes for a long time, I've already bought it. I would just buy a lot of whatever they need. And that's what I still do in Canada. But of course, there are times that you still need to buy stuff for your kids in Canada. They have four different seasons. These children are grow things easily, and you just need to keep on like restocking what they need. So there are stores that I wrote down. I'll be sharing that with you shortly. So if you happen to live in Canada, you're thinking that, oh, where can I get things for my children? There are no good clothes. You just have to check properly, and you'll find. I try to look for high quality stuff, maybe not too pricey for my children, but I know this is what a lot of people are looking out for. So let me just tell you personally, and for me, these are the stores I go to for my kids. So number one on my list, I have 10 stores to remember. So please watch this video till the end, because you might just need this. Number one on my list is a thrift store. Yes, that's the number one on my list. Like, if I want to buy anything for my children, this is the number one place I think of first. To be honest, I'm being very honest here. This thrift store, Once Upon a Child. Like I said, I buy a lot of their things already. Like, I shop in advance. Like Christmas of 2025, my daughter probably has what she's going to wear, which I shopped for from the UK. Is either I do that, or maybe if somebody is going, or my mom is coming, I'll just like, oh, they know all the stores I like. I'll just like order online and have it delivered to my mom's place when she's coming. So my children always have things in between. But there are times that you need something quickly. They are growing one thing or the other, and you can't start waiting until when you go to the UK. So this store is the one I usually go to, because for me, I think of price. I think of like, they can wear it for just 2 months and it's off the window. So why am I stressing? There are times I go overboard. There are times like maybe celebrations or something like that, I don't mind splurging. But there are other times that I'm just like, this is just like an everyday thing, like a uniform. Why am I spending so much? So this store, I love it so much. It's a dear one to me, Once Upon a Child. If you live in Ontario, I am sure you know Once Upon a Child. Oh my God, it has saved us. It has saved us a great deal. I have gotten good jackets for my children from that store. Though there are times now, funny enough, things are changing in Canada. I remember when we first came in 2023, I will find a lot of stuff. These days, I don't really find. I don't know, maybe it's the season. I don't know, I don't know what is going on, but I still find it's not bad. And I find a lot of things when I need to like change their winter to spring to summer outfits, and I just need to like mix and match their UK clothes with Canadian clothes. These are the stores I go to. So Once Upon a Child is somewhere I can really recommend you to go to. You get boots. So if you're on a budget, you get good jackets there. I'm not saying you shouldn't buy good jackets for your children, but to be honest, when we first came to Canada, I don't think we even bought like brand new jackets, and my children were very, very, very fine. To be very honest, like I got good ones for my sons especially, and they were very, very good, very, very good. But it depends on what you find. If you don't find what you like, you don't need to stick to that store. You can go to another place. So number two on my list will be Winners. Everybody that knows me knows how much I love Winners. Winners is also somewhere I go to buy stuff for my children. If my sons need t-shirts, like I go there often. I go there like to buy. So I might be buying something else in Winners, but once I save something very nice for my kids, the way it is now. We mothers, we don't even think of ourselves. We think of the kids. Like even though they have like 10 t-shirts, I don't even mind. Once I see it is nice, and maybe the price is not too $20, $25 or something, I'll buy it for them. So Winners is also somewhere I think you can go to. And I like the fact that their things for me is quality. I would always say it's like, I think it is quality. You get like good brands for lower prices. I'd rather do $20 in Winners than do $20 in Walmart. That's me personally. I would do Winners 10 times over before I think of Walmart. So this is just me personally. My top two places, if I want to shop for my children in Canada, children, Winners, Once Upon a Child, then the others will come after. Then the next place is Costco. Costco is very sparingly for me once in a while. I like their winter gear for children. There are sometimes I go to Costco and I hardly even go to Costco. I just even like downgraded from gold member to this silver because I don't go there often. Maybe I go there like last year. I went there like maybe twice or three times in a year. Is this year I'm actually like, okay, let me go more often. So Costco for me, once in a while, if I find something nice, I buy from Costco. To be honest, it's not bad. Costco, like maybe sleepwear. Yes, I do a lot of sleepwear in Costco. Yes, so sleepwear in Costco. And like I would always say, I don't just buy everything from one particular place. I like benchmarking. I like okay, this place is good for this place. This one is good for this one. That kind of thing. I like Costco for probably winter gear, sleepwear. I'm good with that. Another one is Walmart, just in case. Yes, I even though Walmart is not my go-to, but maybe I went to buy eggs in Walmart and I just passed through the children's section. Maybe I might just say something. And there are times that maybe my son wants, oh mommy, I need the pink shades. He said we should wear pink tomorrow. I'll go to Walmart because Walmart is very, very accessible. It's likely you'll find a pink shirt in Walmart, underline likely. So I'll do Walmart as well because you never know. Like maybe school shorts. To be honest, yes, even in as much as I don't like Walmart, my children wear uniforms. So like their blue tracks, their blue did I say tracks? They are blue, what's that thing called? Joggers. Yes, I usually find from Walmart. So yes, I can do Walmart for things like that. You never know. I would never erase any store to say, oh, I cancel that store because there are some things that you would need and you'll find it in this particular store. So maybe like uniform, underwear, almost anything. I might decide to check Walmart and I might find what I really want. Next on my list, very similar to Walmart, this store, most people don't like going there. I don't know why. I don't know. People don't talk about it as often. Giant Tiger. I love Giant Tiger. Same thing for uniforms, like things here and there. Giant Tiger is one store that I don't like usually hear people say, oh, I'm going to Giant Tiger to buy stuff. Even me, there are times I even forget that store like exists. And I go there and I find stuff there. Last year I got good uniforms for my children from Giant Tiger. So you would also get other things there as well. And to be honest, their prices are very, very good. Sleepwear and all that you can find in Giant Tiger as well. So that's another store I think you can actually check out. For its lasting, I would say it's almost the same thing with some of the Canadian stores I've been to. So I'll just place all of them on almost the same pedestal. That's one thing I know. I think it doesn't last so long and maybe it is what I bought. So I would just leave it at that. But for immediate use, I would say Giant Tiger is actually very good as well. But the price point, thinking of the price point, is very, very good. I don't want to forget anything. That's why I'm looking through my list. Joe Fresh. Joe Fresh is a subsidiary of Loblaws. You know, Loblaws, the giant company, I think the number one grocery chain in Canada. They Loblaws owns Fortinos. They own No Name, No Frills. They own Shoppers Drug Mart, and of course they own Joe Fresh as well. I don't really buy a lot of clothes from Joe Fresh. I've bought a few jackets from my daughter there once in a while, but to be honest, their clothes are not bad. So on that place you can check out is Joe Fresh. I think their things are not bad. Of course, it is owned by Loblaws, Fortinos, and all that. So I think that's on that place you can check. I would say I buy things from them maybe once in a blue moon, once in a while, but I think their things are really, really good as well. If you're looking for children's clothing, even adult clothing as well, Joe Fresh is somewhere you can check. Children's place, Gymboree once in a while. Of course, you see the children's place adverts, you see them in the malls. Children's place, it's a bittersweet relationship for me. I've bought a few things there that I like. Uniforms, of course, of course. So I think children's place is like my go-to for my kids' uniforms. For those of us that maybe the children wear uniforms to school, the blue uniform or whatever color they might wear, children's places where I usually check most times, and I really like I like their tees, their t-shirts, their full length, their half length, their joggers as well. I think it's really really good. Then once in a while, I do like some other clothing as well from children's place. For me, I would just always watch what I am buying. There are times I've bought some clothes then and I didn't quite like it. Maybe it was too small, smaller than what I thought. But ordinarily, children's place is not bad. So you can check children's place as well. They are very good online at their brick and mortar stores too. Old Navy is also somewhere I would check. I buy things from Old Navy too. Uniforms as well. I do Old Navy too for the kids sometimes. Though sometimes I feel it's too pricey. Depends. But if they are doing sales, I would definitely do Old Navy, especially if they are doing sales. I love their clothes to be very honest, but sometimes I just feel like it's a little bit too steep because this child may not wear this particular clothing I am item in the next 2 or 3 months. So, but if they are doing sales, you will see me at Old Navy. So, like, I would always benchmark all the stores against each other. But Old Navy is a very good place to shop as well, especially if you have the budget for it. Why not? Please go for it. Old Navy is quite good. So the last two I've mentioned 8 stores. Once Upon a Child, Winners, Costco, Walmart, Giant Tiger, Joe Fresh, um, Children's Place, Old Navy. We have 2 more to go. H&M, oh my goodness. H&M is actually very good. There's this lovely jacket I bought from H&M. My daughter's birthday was some months ago, and people were asking me, "Oh, where do you get this 4 jackets from?" I got it from H&M. So H&M is also somewhere that I love to go for kids. There are times I don't find what I want, and these days H&M is tending towards the minimalist side for children that love colors. For me, I might do a lot of neutrals, pastels, and things like that. But for children, they might want a little bit more of color. So H&M is not somewhere I would typically go to. But there are times I just want to like douse it. I just want to like tone it down. For that, I'll go to H&M. On that thing is a price point. I don't know. H&M for me used to be like it's not that you just enter like Primark, that kind of thing. But these days I'm seeing $50 and I'm like, what's going on? But it depends on what you're buying. If I really want that thing, I would still buy it. Like it depends. Of course, if you're going for a party, you're going for something, you want to look all dressed up, why not? You can do H&M as well. For kids, they have nice stuff for boys, and I would say I prefer their stuff for boys than for girls. Like I waited a long time to have a girl. I want to dress her up in the pinks and the very colorful stuff and all that. H&M might not give me that. For boys, I like it for boys, honestly. It makes them look so put together, so sweet, so demure, so you know what I mean, right? So I love it for boys, like their shorts, their blue stuff and all that. I don't know, anytime I think of anything blue for my boys, like chinos like the tan color and things like that, I usually tend towards H&M, and the blue stuff I tend towards H&M as well. But for my daughter, I don't know, I'm like, they should have more colors. I need more colors for my daughter. So yes, so if you have boys and you're thinking of somewhere that okay for church, for things like that, I definitely recommend H&M. And that brings me to the last but not the least. Is the same, they're in the same category, the same bracket, but maybe a little bit higher. Zara. So yes, for me, it's almost the same thing. Zara is very minimalist. For children, it now depends on what you're looking out for your children. Some people like to dress their children up in like very neutral colors, like browns, different shades of browns. That's when you start thinking of like Zara. Like Zara is very demure, is very mature. That's the word, very, very mature, like that kind of thing. So I like to think of that for boys as well. Like for my oldest son, he's doing more of Zara now. I do more of Zara for him. Even from UK, was really like, "Mommy, I like this shirt." I'm like, do you know how much it is? He said, "But I like it." I said, "Okay, if you feel, if it will make you look, why not? Yeah, you're an older kid, you're almost a teenager, so why not?" So, but for maybe little one, maybe not quite, because I just feel like it's very Oxfordy. I don't want to make you. I still want that very little girly, that kind of thing, which I don't often get in like a Zara. So it now depends on what you're aiming for. It depends, at the end of the day, it depends on what you're looking out for. If you want to dress your kids up in like an Oxford, like okay, moccasins, their kind of shoes, the serious one, then you do Zara. But you do those kind of stores, H&M, Zara. So basically, these are the top 10 stores that I love for children in Canada. So if you're in Canada and you've been thinking like, oh, there are no places to shop, there are places to shop. You just need to find out very well. This is me that I drive to the USA to go shop. So you'll find the options are there. You just need to know the right places to shop and you'll find them. I'm very sure you'll find them. So by the time you go through some of this, I'm sure you'll find, and all these stores, like I said, it's not just Ontario. I am very sure I can beat my chest that there's Zara in Alberta, there's Zara in Saskatchewan, there's Zara in Manitoba. I know that one for sure. That there's children's place in every place basically. So guys, I hope, really hope that at least this will help you in no way and more than one way. So for people that are coming from the UK as well, and in your mind you're like, there's nowhere to shop in Canada. It might not be like UK, but there are still places to shop. And I'm very sure that by the time you exhaust all these options, you'll find something for your lovely, lovely little ones. If this video was helpful to you, please give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share and don't forget to subscribe as well for more videos. I'll be seeing you very soon. Bye.